Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, if you will please read the prepared statement and call the roll.
April 24, 2018. Please be advised, this meeting is being taped for audio and video broadcast. The meeting will also be closed captioned. It's important that everyone speak clearly into the microphones and only one person speak at a time. Assisted listening devices are available. Mr. Burnett.
Present.
Mr. Corsello.
Here.
Mr. Sacchinelli.
Here.
Ms. Smith.
Here.
Mr. Stern.
Here.
Ms. Melendez.
Here.
Ms. Ioannidis. Mr. Yurden.
Here.
You know I love you, right?
I know.
All right. Mr. Yurden.
Here.
Ms. Bowman. Mr. Sims.
Present.
Mr. Kites.
Present.
Ms. Siegelbaum.
Here.
Mr. Hempstead.
Here.
Mr. Ioannidis.
Here.
Mr. Igneri.
Here.
Mr. Livingston.
Here.
14 present.
14 present. We have a quorum. We have a quorum. And we may have a quarrel before the next.
Long night.
What's going on tonight? What was in the water? First item on the agenda is the acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting of April 10th, 2018. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Igneri moves. Any corrections, deletions? Ms. Siegelbaum.
So under the roll call, it says near the bottom at roll call, there were 11 members present and 4 members, and then it says present and 4 is repeated. That should just come out.
So 11 council members present and 4 council members absent, correct?
Right.
Any other corrections, deletions, additions? Seeing none, all in favor of the minutes as amended? Opposed? Abstentions? Carries unanimously. Oh,
Wasn't here.
Barbara Smith will be an abstention.
I wasn't.
Next item on the agenda is public participation. We have nobody signed up to speak to the council. Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to address the council? Seeing none, we will close public participation. Resignations and appointments. Under appointments, we have 3 and 1 reappointment. For appointment to the Conservation Commission as an alternate, Mr. Thomas M. Keegan. Do I have a motion?
Here. So
Mr. Hempstead?
I'll let you go.
Comments? Discussion?
Wait a second. No, go ahead.
You go first.
I was going to say I've known the Keegan family for some time, and they all have contributed to the community, and I'm sure Tom will do a great job in the Conservation Commission.
Mr. Hempstead?
Mr. Keegan has had a very distinguished career as a Greenwich police officer, and thank you for your service to that community. You moved to Norwalk, and you provided a lot of volunteer time, to Athletic Association and all that, also in the city of Norwalk, when you made it your home.
That's correct.
Good to have you.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? No carries. Congratulations. Next appointment would be Mr. Peter Halliday, Fair Rent Commission. Mr. Hempstead?
I have known Mr. Holliday probably now for the last 6 years. I don't think you could ask for a kinder, nicer gentleman, and I think very witty, who was also the oldest person at the last council debate, if I remember what we called up. But he's been longing and bugging me and several others trying to serve his community in many different ways. I'm glad he's also picked this to join this. It's a regular, though, correct? Is it an alternate position? It says alternate.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been an alternate.
It is an alternate? Okay.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? Ms. Smith?
Yeah, I'd like to contribute to that. I had numerous conversations with Mr. Halliday while we were campaigning, and I think that your commitment to our community is really strong, volunteering to read in the elementary schools and volunteering for Meals on Wheels. We share a background in radio, and I just think you're a really sweet and kind man. I think he would do a really great job on the Fair Rent Commission.
Thank you. Further discussion?
I just
Melendez.
very briefly like to second those comments. You know, I've served now, I think this is my 5th year, and you always come to our meetings and always care about what's happening in the city, and you ran for office, and it's just so clear how much you care about Norwalk, and I think you'd be a great Fair Rent Commissioner. So thank you, and sorry about my voice.
Any further discussions? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Carries unanimously. Congratulations. Next is Mr. Frank Mancini, Zoning Commission. Mr. Kites?
Yeah, I have the pleasure of knowing Mr. Mancini. I see you out there, Frank, for a few years now, and for someone who's has gone to several zoning commission meetings, I know they're long, and I commend you, Mr. Mancini, knowing you have 5 children, all under the age of 14, full-time job, and you're still committing your time to this, and I think it's commendable, and I know you're going to do a great job at it.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Carries unanimously. Congratulations. And next we have reappointments. Mr. Eric Rains for the Parking Authority. Do I have a motion? Reappointment. Mr. Hempstead.
I move for the appointment, Mr. Raines.
Any discussion? Mr. Serenides.
As the liaisons with the parking authority, I had the opportunity to get to know Eric, and I was really impressed with his eagerness to learn and deal with the situations to do with parking and so on Wall Street. I think he'd be a good addition.
Okay, further discussion. Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Carries unanimously. I don't think Mr. Rains is here tonight. Is he? No. Okay. And the people that were just appointed, if you'd like to come down and take your oath of office.
Mr. Mancini right here.
Peter Halliday is here, but he'll be coming over first.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Nice to see you.
Frank, congratulations.
You don't have to.
you think?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I'll start with if you raise your right hand. You, Peter Halliday, having been appointed as an alternate member of the Fair Rent Commission of the City of Norwalk, do solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office according to your best skill and judgment, so help you God, or upon the pains and penalties of perjury. Congratulations. Sign both and leave me one. Mr. Kagan. Sure. If you raise your right hand, sir. You, Thomas M. Keaton, having been appointed as an alternate member of the Conservation Commission of the City of Norwalk, do solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office according to your best skill and judgment, so help you God, or upon the pains and penalties of perjury. Congratulations. You'll sign them both and leave me one. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Halliday.
You get one, yep.
Mr. Mancini, you'll raise your right hand. You, Frank Mancini, having been appointed as an alternate member of the Zoning Commission of the City of Norwalk, do solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office according to your best skill and judgment, so help you God, or upon the pains and penalties of perjury. If you'll sign, and then I'll sign them for you. I wasn't sure if you were here, so I didn't do it. Let me date it for you.
I'm the liaison. That's true.
Okay, next item on the agenda, mayor's remarks. This past Saturday, you all right? This past citywide cleanup, it was actually a huge success. We had over 200 people volunteer to clean up different parts of Norwalk, from Jefferson School area to Sono and to Golden Hill and over by Camp Street. We had the Boy Scouts get involved, and I know that two of our council people, Doug and Chris, I'm sorry, and Beth were there. I'm sorry. Doug, Chris, and Beth were there to help out. And during the day, the preliminary totals for the cleanup, yard waste, 940 pounds, which is just under a half a ton. Garbage, 1,620 pounds, which is 0.81 tons. So it goes to show that the effort is worthwhile. The sad thing is that there was that much to pick up. And we want everyone to understand that we have an obligation to live as good inhabitants of Mother Earth. If we take care of Mother Earth, she's going to be around for a long time to take care of us and our future generations. And the only way that the Earth can be destroyed is by human beings and or a meteor. And we want to make sure we want to make sure that we're not the cause of the destruction. But so I want to thank everybody that did come out, the Boy Scouts, Lowe's, Keep America Beautiful, city workers, a lot of people helped out. Friday, April 27th is Arbor Day at 1 p.m. We will be celebrating this year at Tracy Elementary School. It's always good. The kids sing songs about trees and they write essays about trees. They draw pictures about trees and how trees benefit, again, our environment, another reason to celebrate. And so if anybody wants to come out, it's always a lot of fun. All the kids come out in the front as long as it's not raining, and we have a good time. The Norwalk, the annual Norwalk Police Activities League will be having their fundraiser, a wine tasting and silent auction scheduled for Thursday, May 3rd, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Norwalk Inn and Conference Center. Come on out and support them. The Activities League does a lot for the young people in the community, and it helps the police officers interact with young people and provide wholesome activities for people that otherwise might not have that opportunity. So that's again May 3rd from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Norwalk Inn and Conference Center. Mr. Kites, Council President.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And if there are no objections from the council, I'd like to move the item currently listed under general council business to the end of the meeting. And at that time, after the consent calendar is read, I will be calling for a vote to go into executive session as the item was improperly posted. So I believe, Mr. Sachinelli, it's your time up to read the consent calendar.
Thank you. No, he's just saying that he's in it at the end.
Mr. Hempstead.
Unless it's not on here, we need the consent to add it to the calendar.
No, it was updated. It's currently, you received an email.
Today, probably.
No.
Yes.
Friday.
Immediately.
Okay, I just opened my packet and looked.
It was Friday, and
I retract what I said.
the request was made late by the law department.
Okay, not a problem. I have.
I'm trying to accommodate schedules, so the city clerk was nice enough to drop what she was doing and do it last minute. Thank you.
Okay. So the consent calendar, starting 7A, Finance Committee. 7A1, accept and approve the report of the Claims Committee dated April 12, 2018. 7A2, for informational purposes only, narrative on tax collections dated April 10th, 2018. Item 7A3, for informational purposes only, monthly tax collectors report dated March 31st, 2018. Item 7A4, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to submit an application to the state of Connecticut for grant funds provided under the state of Connecticut's Local Capital Improvement Fund for 2018 Local Capital Improvement Program of $1,184,801 for the 2018 entitlement. Item 7A5, discuss and approve FY 2018-19 Parking Authority budget. Item 7A6, discuss and approve FY 2018-19 Water Pollution Authority budget. Item 7A7, resolved that a sum not to exceed $276,422 be and the same is hereby transferred from contingency to the police department to cover the purchase of 179 electronic control weapons and 179 body cameras, account as noted. Item 7B, Recreation, Parks, and Cultural Affairs. 7B1, authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter an agreement with National Marine Manufacturers Association to use Taylor Farm, Calf Pasture Beach, Shady Beach, and Marine School for parking during the boat show to be held Thursday, September 20th, 2018 through Sunday, September 23rd, 2018. Item 7B2A, authorizes the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to enter into an agreement with the Exchange Club for Norwalk for their use of Taylor Farm for the Gateway Antique Show to be held Sunday, April 29th, 2018, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., set up to begin Sunday, April 29th, 2018 at 6 a.m., with tear down no later than 7 p.m. on Sunday, April 29th, 2018. Item 7B2B, approve the use of the showmobile by the Exchange Club of Norwalk for use of Taylor Farm on Sunday, April 29th, 2018, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Item 7B3, authorize the mayor to enter into an agreement with the MBI March Band NHS for their use of Andrews Field parking lot for a Treasures and Trinkets tag sale to be held on Sunday, May 20th, 2018, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., set up to begin at 7:30 a.m., rain dates Saturday, June 2nd, 2018, estimated attendance 300. Item 7AC, Public Works. 7AC1, this is a consent to table back to committee. Authorize the mayor, Harry W. Rilling, to execute all required documents related to the execution of the easement agreement between the City of Norwalk and the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation for a temporary construction easement of 11 by 130 plus or minus square feet for the purpose of storage of construction materials and equipment during the Walk Bridge replacement project, as depicted on a map prepared by the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation entitled Compilation Plan Town of Norwalk Map showing easement acquired for the City of Norwalk by the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation Walk Railroad Bridge replacement, dated February 2018 at a scale of 1 inch equals 20 feet on a file in the Department of Public Works in exchange for a payment of $100,000. That is the consent calendar.
Thank you, Mr. Sachinelli. If you in the audience, you heard your item read, that means you're no longer obligated to stay. Are there any objections to the consent calendar as read? Seeing none, I will now call for a vote. All in favor of accepting the consent calendar, please raise your hand and signify yes. Looks to be unanimous. Great.
Okay. Mr. Kaitis.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, I will call for a vote, which, as all of you know, will require a 2/3 vote to go into executive session. Before I call for that vote, I will just read the item. The item being authorize Corporation Counsel to retain the... I'm sorry? Yes, correct. So I would be calling a vote to go into executive session to discuss authorizing Corporation Counsel to retain the law firms of Ventura Law and Brandstetter, Stranch, and Jennings, LLC, to provide legal counsel to the city to pursue legal claims which the city may have arising out of the opioid epidemic, including but not limited to legal claims against the opioid manufacturer, distributors, or the third parties responsible for the opioid-related municipal damages. So, all in favor of going to executive session, please raise your hand.
All in favor?
I'm sorry.
Opposed? We're in executive session.
Just let the gentleman know in a box.
Oh, wait, this is the old one.
You know,
We keep the new one?
there are two of them. One's
Oh,
purpley one is the new one.
Okay? All right, we are out of executive session. During executive session, no motions were made, no votes were taken. Mr. Kites?
I'll move it. Do I have to read it again? I believe so.
Yeah, I would.
All right. Item 5A1, authorize Corporation Counsel to retain the law firms of Ventura Law and Brandstetter, Stanch, and Jennings LLC to provide legal counsel to the city to pursue legal claims which the city may have arising out of the opioid epidemic, including not but limited to legal claims against the opioid manufacturers, distributors, or other third parties responsible for the opioid-related municipal damages, and I'd like to move that, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Kites moved the item. Is there any discussion? Mr. Livingston?
I just want to make sure that we're going to approve it on the terms discussed.
Under the terms as per the revised retainer.
Yeah, as presented by Corporation Counsel.
In executive session, yeah.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Carries unanimously. Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Mr. McNary moves to adjourn. We're adjourned at